Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a first impression and review of the new Maybelline Dream Cushion Foundation. Now I purchased this at Harmon's and you should be seeing it in your local drugstores since it is a newer release. Now this is just hopping on the whole cushion craze that's been happening, and I'm happy to see a more affordable version, although if you are used to drugstore prices, this is a little bit pricier. I believe it's anywhere of like $15 here in the States, which is kind of pricey for drugstore, but we'll see, especially for Maybelline foundation, since you can get any of their other ones for slightly cheaper. This cushion range comes in 8 different shades, which is not the greatest at all. I'm very disappointed at that. And this is the deepest shade that they have, and it does match me. I'm wearing it right now. I will do a quick demo or insert that clip here so you guys can see how it applies. But it's just kind of disappointing that there are only 8 shades, especially from a brand like Maybelline, and they don't go any deeper than that. So if you are deeper skin tone than I am, you're automatically unable to test this out unless you try to make it work by mixing with your other foundations. Since this is a cushion foundation, it does provide a little bit more sheer coverage, but you can build it up. As you'll see in the clips, I did start off by applying one application using the sponge that comes with this cushion foundation, but I didn't really feel like I got any sort of coverage out of it. It was definitely more of like a tint on my skin. I wouldn't even say like a full-blown tinted moisturizer because it just barely covered. So if I'm going for like that no makeup day, then I would see myself reaching for this, but on the days that I don't want to wear makeup, I just don't wear makeup. If I'm putting on a foundation, I want there to be some sort of a coverage. If you've seen my Lancome cushion foundation review, that one does provide coverage and it is buildable. So I was hoping this would be a dupe for it. It's close, but not quite there. I did go in with my Real Techniques sponge. You can see it's a little bit dirty, and that from there I was able to apply even more product. You'll see in the clip that or in the demo that it is very dewy, but that's because my sponge is like way too wet. I left it running underwater for a little bit too long, so I would definitely say if you're gonna use a sponge, use a damp sponge, not full-blown wet, because you're gonna get a full like dewy, wet looking skin, and that's not really the look I was going for. So that's on me, not necessarily the product, but using a beauty sponge, I was able to get more of an application. So that's pretty much how I would use this, and then just use the sponge as more of like a touch-up throughout the day if I were to throw this in my bag. Now they are promoting this as kind of like your luminous skin on the go type of product, so it being that you would apply it and then throw it in your bag to touch up throughout the day. That part kind of got me nervous, because if I'm gonna need it throughout the day to touch up, then that means it's probably gonna break up on my skin. So that's something that we'll see during the demo and the review. So I did set this with a powder, and the powder I use is the Chanel Le Beige, only because it's very, very lightweight. It doesn't feel like powder. It's very reminiscent of the MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes, so if you already have those, you obviously don't need to get this one. So we're just gonna see how this wears throughout the day. I plan on doing check-ins. It is currently 1 p.m. right now. So yeah, if you haven't already, subscribed to my channel, that way you don't miss out on any videos, and I'll see you guys after the first check-in. Alright, hey guys. So it is now 5 p.m. and I've been wearing this foundation now for 4 hours, and I look a little bit shiny, but I mean that's to be expected with a dewier foundation. I did add a gloss over the liquid lipstick that I was wearing simply because I just ate. In person it doesn't look as shiny. Well, it doesn't look that bad on the viewfinder, but in person it doesn't look as shiny. And here we are with brighter lighting. You can still see it's very shiny, but it's nothing that a little bit of blot paper won't take care of, and it's not like the foundation is breaking apart or you know, doing anything funky along my nose, which tends to happen a lot. I definitely think setting the foundation with powder helped, although if I wanted a dewier look, I could have just kept with it, but I'd imagine I'd be way shinier than I already am if I did not set it with a powder. Hey guys, so it is now 10:43 and I have been wearing this foundation now for 9 hours, and this is what I look like. I think, considering that I've been wearing it all day long, I don't look that bad. Yes, I'm very shiny, and it's basically like gone all along my nose and then along the forehead. It's not quite a dupe for my Lancome cushion foundation that I love oh so much, only because the amount of product you get when you dispense it onto the sponge that it comes with. I would definitely recommend using a beauty sponge like the Beauty Blender or the Real Techniques one to get more coverage if you're someone who likes something with a little bit more coverage. If you have like acne scars or anything like that, this is not the foundation that will cover that up. You would definitely need something a little bit more full coverage, like the L'Oreal Pro Matte if you're looking for a drugstore option, or any of the full coverage ones like Tarte, Amazonian Clay, Estee Lauder Double Wear, the MAC Pro Longwear Waterproof. Those are some of my go-to full coverage foundations. If you have like relatively good skin, or if you're looking for no makeup, I would recommend the Dream Cushion by Maybelline, simply because it is a good just like sheer to medium or like sheer to buildable type of product. So I'm going to zoom in and scare you guys a little bit, but here I am, and I have not blotted since the check-in because I wanted this to be like just as honest as possible. So you can definitely see like the pores are showing. I'm very shiny. It's pretty gross. Don't look at my brows. I think this is a decent product. I like the way my skin looks throughout the day. Obviously I'm a little tired right now, so the makeup has worn off, but I don't think it promises to be a long wearing foundation. Would I necessarily repurchase this? No. Simply because of the amount of product that you get in a cushion foundation versus the price that it's at, especially at a drugstore. I think it retails for like $15. You can just add a couple bucks more and get something from like Ulta, especially when they're having sale, or at Sephora. So not quite really for me. Or even if I want to stick to the drugstore, I think there are some other alternatives, especially for what I'm looking for. But that's not to say that it's not something that you would like. Is it a bad foundation? I don't think it's bad at all. It's just maybe not something that I would necessarily want in my makeup collection, because it's not something that I'm looking for. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this first impression. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment below. Let me know if you've tried this foundation. Do you like it? If there are any other cushion foundations that I should try out, definitely let me know. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.